Hi, good morning, everybody. My name's Allison, and we're going to get right into it. So our 25-minute power yoga class. Um, let's go ahead and get started on your back. Okay, so we'll just take a minute to let people join us. And just kind of into that breath for a sec. You can bring those feet a little bit wider. Bring those knees together to touch. And one hand on the stomach, one hand on the chest. Closing those eyes. Just feeling that rise and fall of the breath. And now hug those knees into the chest. And give it just a little rock from side to side. Now we're going to round that spine, bringing the forehead to the knees. You're going to extend those legs out, reach those arms overhead. So the legs can lower down, the arms can lower down, especially on this first one. So just let's get that big reach, reaching from those fingertips down to those toes. Now, big thing here, we don't want that low back arching. We want to press that low back down towards the mat, really engage through that core. And now exhale, we'll curl those knees in, just rounding that spine. And again, we'll extend it back out. So you can keep those legs lowered down to the ground, or you can keep those legs lifted. So again, that low back is still down on the ground. But exhale, curl it in. And inhale, extend it out. But exhale, curl it in. Let's do two more. Reach it out long. Exhale, curl it in. Last one. Inhale, reach. And curl it in, relaxing that head down. Let's take a couple breaths. And now we're going to extend those feet straight up towards the ceiling. So we're going to make that L shape. Okay. Just reaching those fingers up. We're going to reach for those toes and lower back down. So we don't want to yank our head forward. Think about looking straight up. Reach and down. Exhale, reach. Inhale, down. And reach. And down. And reach. And down. Let's do two more. Reach up. And down. And reach it back up. And down. And then take a sec. Hug it in. Good. Now, going to extend those legs up. Reach those arms up. So we're going to stagger the feet a little bit. We're going to take our left hand, reach it to our right foot. Okay? So reach, and then we'll switch. Scissoring those feet as we reach the right hand towards the left foot, and then switch, 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 switch. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those feet down. Your toes are pointing forward, arms are down by the sides. Walk those shoulder blades together as we press into those feet, lifting those hips up. So into that bridge. If your core is tight, try to scoop that tailbone up towards the ceiling. So maybe feel a little bit of stretch through those quads, through those hip flexors. We really want to feel those glutes and those hamstrings firing. So press into those feet. Pull those heels back towards the glutes. Feel those the hamstrings a little bit more. One more breath. Good. Now slowly roll those hips back down. Again, we're going to reach those legs up towards the ceiling, so making that L. Now, again, same idea that we were doing earlier, we're just going to make it a little bit bigger. So keep that right leg up. We're going to lower that left leg down. Back up and switch. Right leg lowers down, left leg is up. Again, switch, left leg lowers, back up, right leg lowers, back up. So now, on this one, since this one leg is extended up 90 degrees, it should make it a teeny bit easier to keep that low back down on the ground. If you notice that when you extend that leg all the way down, that this low back starts to lift, hey, maybe you come up a little bit higher. Maybe you're just right here, okay? Hey, it could even be higher than that, okay? So again, let's lower. Let's start over. Let's lower that left leg down. So we'll go 10, back up, 9, back up, 8, up, 7, up, 6, up, 5, up, 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, 1, up. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna lower that left leg down. We're gonna hold it here. You may be reaching those arms up. Press that low back down into the mat. You can even lift that head and the shoulders up. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Lower that right leg down. Again. Maybe we lift the head and the shoulders up. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Hug those knees in. And now lower those feet down. We're going to lift those hips up. So we're going into that hip bridge. More tight breathing. Now we're going to press into that right foot. Here we go. We're going to try to extend that left leg just straight out. Okay, so try to just literally straighten the leg. So those thighs are side by side. And then we don't want the hips to, the left hip to sag down or the hips to drop. We want to keep pressing through that heel. Keep those hips lifted. Try to keep that straight line through those hip flexors. Good. Now lower that left foot down. Other side, just extend that right leg out. Slowly lower those feet down. Lower those hips down. So again, extending those legs up. Okay. Interlacing those fingers behind the head. Okay, we're going to lower that left leg down just like we did earlier, but we're going to twist, bringing that left elbow across to that right leg. Okay, bring everything back to center, and then we'll switch sides. So the right leg is going to lower down as we twist that right elbow across to that left knee. Bring it back to center and twist. Center and twist. Center and twist. Center, twist. Center. Here we go. 10, center, 9, center, 8, center, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, hug it in. Now start to rock forward and back. We'll cross over those shins as we come into a downward facing dog. So take a minute here. Let's just be a nice little stretch, stretching out through those hamstrings, through those calves. Keeping that nice flat back, really gripping those fingertips, those palms into the mat. Staying with that breath. And now inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step or hop those feet, top of the mat. Inhaling that half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, we'll rise to standing. Reach it up nice and tall. Finding that side stretch over to that right side. And inhale, bring it back up. And exhale to the other side. Good. Inhale, reach those arms back up. And exhale, fold. Find that flat back on that inhale. And exhale, we'll plant those hands. Step or hop those feet back to our plank. Now, if you need to lower onto those knees, you can. So lower into that push-up. Maybe you stop in that low plank where shoulders are in line with those elbows. You can flip those toes and then lift that chest up into. So maybe you're down here in that cobra, or you can press up into that upward facing dog. Wherever you're at, pull those shoulders down away from the ears, nice and long through that neck. And exhale, curl the toes, send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step or hop those feet, top of the mat. Inhale, that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale it back up. Exhale it to the left. Inhale it back up. And exhale, fold. Find that flat back. Exhale, plant those hands. Step or hop those feet back as we lower. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now bring those feet together. right, we're gonna inhale that right leg up to the sky. Squaring those hips off, point those toes down. Exhale, we're gonna curl that knee towards that right elbow. So squeeze that knee as close to that tricep as you can get. Inhale, send it back up. Exhaling, we're gonna do a little twist, bringing that knee across towards that left elbow. Then inhale, send it back up. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose, stepping that foot through. Back heel grounds down, so we're coming into that warrior one stance. Inhaling those arms up, squaring off those hips, core tight. We've been deep into that front knee, keeping that back heel grounded down. So stretching out through those calves. And now drawing those elbows down, interlace those fingers, open up through that chest. And then maybe you start to fold it forward so you can hover that chest. Maybe the rib cage touches the inner thigh. Maybe that shoulder comes all the way down, touches that knee. We'll release those hands as we bring it back up. And then exhale, we'll plant those hands, sending that foot back to our plank, or you can even keep that leg lifted if you want a little extra challenge. Squeeze over. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips up. Down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that left leg is gonna lift. We're gonna send that left knee towards that left elbow. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale that knee across. Inhale it back up. Exhale that knee to the nose. Stepping that foot through. Back heel lowers down. Inhaling those arms up. It's a nice long stance. Back heel is down. Rib cage is down. So we're going to take that arch out of the low back. Bend deep into that front knee. Now interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. And exhale, fold. Then now release those hands, bring it back up. And exhale those hands down. Sending that leg back to our plank or that three-legged plank. We lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale those hips up. Downward facing dog. Go back to that right side, inhaling that right leg lift. And send that right knee towards that right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale that knee across. Inhale it back up. Then exhale that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Back heel grounds down. Inhaling those arms up. Draw the elbows down. Interlace those fingers. Open up through that chest. Then exhale, fold into humble fold. Humble warrior. And then release those hands as we rise back up. Okay? Bring those hands to heart center. We're going to press off this back leg, drawing that left knee towards the chest into that balance. So pull that knee up as close to the chest as you can get. Okay? You may even be down here with those toes close to the ground. To catch yourself, if the balance gets a little wobbly, it's staying really, really tall. Abs tight. So we don't want to be leaning back. We don't want to be leaning forward. Just nice straight line through that body. Strong through this standing leg, gripping into those right toes. One more breath. Good, now we're gonna press that foot back. You need to lower those hands down to the ground, you can, okay? Or keep the hands heart center. Warrior 3. Square those hips off. Breathing. Big step back into our plank, moving through that vinyasa. And exhaling those hips up, downward facing dog. We're gonna inhale that left leg up. Pulling that left knee towards that left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale that knee across. Inhale it back up. Exhale that knee to the nose. Stepping that foot through. Back heel grounds down. Inhaling those arms up. Exhale, pull those elbows down. Interlace those fingers. Open up that chest. And exhale, fold. And inhale, release those hands as we rise back up. Bringing all that weight into that left foot. Hands will come to heart center as we drive that knee up to the chest. Really tight through the abs, through the core. Flexing that foot. Draw that knee up as high as you can. Or again, if you need to be down here, the toes close to the ground for a little extra balance. Good, now press that foot back. Again, lowering those hands down to the ground if you need it, okay? Or challenging yourself to start to lift those fingers up off of the mat. More breaths. Good, now take that big step back into our plank. Lower down. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. And then we're going to shift it forward to a plank. Really spread those fingers out, pressing into the palms. If you need to lower onto those knees, you can. Okay, now, same idea that we did in down dog, okay? But we're not going to lift those hips up. We're going to stay in plank. We're going to lift that right leg up, curl that knee to the nose, send it back out, okay? Curl it in, send it back out. Again, this can be done kneeling. Curl it in, send it back out. Okay, up to you. We're going to do 3 more. Curl that knee in, press it back out, and curl, and press. Yeah, let's do 1 more. Curl it in, send it back out, and lower that foot down. Other side. Left leg's going to lift. Curl that knee in, press it back out. Curl, and press. Curl, and press. 3 more. Curl that knee in, press it back out. Curl it in, press it back out. Last one. Curl that knee in, send it back out, and lower down. Lower those knees. You can go a little bit wider. Woo, with those knees, toes together, and send those hips back to those heels into that child's pose. Just taking a little breather. And then come back up onto those hands and knees. Send it back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to step that right foot outside that right hand, back knee lowers down. Pull that chest forward. So again, if this is a big stretch here, stay here, okay? Or make your way into a push-up, start to bend those elbows. So maybe we stop here, or maybe we lower those forearms all the way down to the mat. Chest is pulling forward, just staying here for a couple breaths, letting this hip release. And then come back onto those hands. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So sending that right leg back. Pause for a breath in down dog. And we'll go the other side, stepping that left foot outside that left hand. That knee lowers down. Again, you have that option of just staying here or making your way into that push-up. So starting to bend those elbows, getting that chest a little closer to the ground. And then maybe elbows can make their way down. Stay with that breath. And then come back to those hands, sending that leg back to our downward facing dog. Last stretch we're going to do. We're going to walk those feet up towards the top of the mat. So towards your hands. So we want the feet a little bit wider. And we're going to turn those toes out. As we sink those hips down, we're going to come into that squat. So those hips can be as high or as low as is comfortable this morning. We just want that nice back flat. I'm going to press into those big toes. Draw those toes out. Draw those knees out. Sink those hips down. And press those knees out as much as you can. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs as we fold. Just let the head and the arms hang nice and heavy. Go ahead, plant those hands, step it back. We'll move through one last vinyasa as we lower down. Inhale, lift that chest. And then exhale, we'll just turn it around. We'll come into a seat. So legs are crossed, just sitting up nice and tall. Pausing for a few breaths here. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale it out. A couple more times, just on your own. We'll inhale those arms up overhead. Good. Exhaling his hands to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, I believe the comments are open. So if you want to get those in really quick, I can read them the next minute or two. But otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and then hopefully I'll see you back here on Saturday.